Imagine a vast, open land stretching as far as your eyes can see. This is the African savanna, a world painted in shades of gold, green and brown. The sun beats down with incredible power, baking the earth until it cracks. Tall grasses sway like a golden ocean in the wind, hiding countless secrets within their depths. Dotted across this immense landscape are acacia trees, their flat tops providing precious shade from the relentless heat. This place is beautiful, but it is also incredibly tough. Life here is a constant challenge, a daily battle for survival where every creature, big or small, must be clever and strong to see the next sunrise. It's a world of drama where the hunter and the hunted play out their roles every single day. Living on the savanna means being constantly aware of your surroundings. There's nowhere to hide for long, and danger can appear from any direction. A rustle in the grass could be a gentle breeze, or it could be a predator getting ready to pounce. The dry season turns the lush plains into a dusty bowl, where water is more precious than gold. Animals must travel huge distances to find a drink or a patch of fresh grass. Then the rains come, transforming the land in a flash, bringing new life, but also new challenges. Flash floods can sweep through riverbeds, and the thick green growth gives predators even better cover. Every day is a test of endurance, a true adventure. This incredible environment is the stage for some of the most amazing animals on our planet. It's home to the giants, like elephants and giraffes, and the famous big cats, like lions and cheetahs. But the savanna is also home to smaller, less famous, but no less deadly hunters. These are the specialists, the creatures that have developed unique skills to thrive in this demanding world. They might not be the biggest or the strongest, but they have mastered their own special way of life. To survive here, you can't just be tough, you have to be smart, patient, and perfectly adapted to your corner of this wild kingdom. Among these expert survivors are two of my absolute favorites. They are both incredible hunters, perfectly designed for this environment, but they couldn't be more different. One is a sleek, stealthy cat, a master of surprise and agility. The other is a magnificent bird, a warrior that walks the earth with the confidence of a king. They share the same grassy home and often hunt the same kind of prey, making them rivals in this grand arena of life. Their stories show us just how amazing nature can be, creating different solutions to the same problem, how to be a top predator on the African plains. Let's get ready to meet them. Our first contender is the serval. This isn't your average house cat. The serval is a wild hunter built for a life on the savanna. It has a slender body, incredibly long legs for its size, and a beautiful coat of golden yellow fur covered in black spots and stripes. This pattern is brilliant camouflage, helping it blend in perfectly with the tall, dry grasses. You could be standing just a few feet away from a serval and not even know it's there. They are masters of stealth, moving through their territory with silent, deliberate steps. They prefer areas with plenty of tall grass and near water sources, like reed beds, which offer both cover and a rich supply of prey. The serval is a solitary creature, preferring to hunt and live alone. It carves out a territory for itself and patrols it carefully, listening for any sound that might signal a meal. These cats are most active at dawn and dusk, using the low light to their advantage. During the scorching heat of the day, they often rest in the shade of a bush or in an abandoned aardvark burrow. They are shy and elusive animals, and getting a glimpse of one in the wild is a real treat. Their long legs, big ears, and spotted coat make them one of the most unique and elegant cats on the African continent, a true specialist of the grasslands. Our second contender is just as impressive, but in a completely different way. Meet the secretary bird, a predator that looks like it has walked straight out of a storybook. This is a huge bird of prey, but you won't find it soaring high in the sky looking for food. Instead, it spends its life on the ground, striding across the savanna on two long, powerful legs that look a bit like stilts. It stands nearly as tall as a person and has a magnificent crest of long black feathers on its head. These feathers reminded people of the quill pens that secretaries used to tuck behind their ears, which is how the bird got its name. Unlike the solitary serval, secretary birds often form lifelong pairs. A pair will build a huge, flat nest high up in an acacia tree and defend a vast territory together, sometimes covering up to 50 square kilometers. They are a constant presence on the plains, marching methodically through the grass in search of their next meal. They are completely fearless and will confidently approach animals that other creatures might avoid. With their sharp eyesight and powerful legs, they are the undisputed rulers of their grassy domain, a walking, kicking, and utterly formidable force of nature. They are a true icon of the African savanna. What makes the serval such a deadly hunter? It all comes down to its incredible superpowers. First, let's talk about its ears. The serval has the largest ears in relation to its body size of any cat. They are like huge, furry satellite dishes that can rotate independently of each other. This allows the serval to pinpoint the exact location of a sound with breathtaking accuracy. It can sit perfectly still, close its eyes, and listen for the faintest rustle of a mouse moving under the grass or even underground in a burrow. This super hearing is its primary tool for finding food, letting it detect prey that is completely hidden from sight. Once it has locked onto a target, the serval uses its next superpower, its amazing jumping ability. Those long, slender legs are packed with powerful muscles, turning the cat into a living spring. From a complete standstill, a serval can leap more than 2 meters straight up into the air to snatch a bird out of the sky. It can also perform an incredible pounce, launching itself high and far to come down directly on top of its unsuspecting prey. This high-arcing pounce helps it crash through thick grass and gives it a clear view of its target from above, ensuring a precise and deadly strike. The final piece of the serval's hunting arsenal is its incredible speed and agility. When it pounces, it strikes with lightning-fast front paws. It can slap its prey, stunning it, or hook it with its sharp claws. This technique is so fast that the serval can often catch multiple mice from a burrow one after the other, slapping one, pouncing on another, and keeping track of them all at once. Its slender body and long limbs also allow it to move with incredible grace and silence. It can creep through the undergrowth without making a sound, getting unbelievably close to its prey before launching its explosive attack. These abilities combine to make the serval a supreme specialist hunter of small animals. It doesn't need to chase down big antelope like a cheetah or wrestle with buffalo like a lion. Instead, it has perfected the art of catching the small, fast-moving creatures of the savanna. Rodents, birds, frogs, insects, and small reptiles are all on its menu. By focusing on these smaller targets, the serval has carved out a niche for itself where it can thrive, avoiding competition with the bigger and more famous predators of the African plains. It is a master of the miniature hunt, a silent and deadly ghost of the grasslands. Now for the secretary bird, a hunter that uses a completely different set of skills. Its most obvious weapon is its incredibly long and powerful legs. These aren't just for walking, they are for kicking. A secretary bird's kick is astonishingly fast and powerful, delivering a bone-shattering blow to its prey. It can stomp on a snake or a lizard with enough force to kill it instantly. The scales on its legs are thick and tough, acting like armor to protect it from the bites of venomous snakes. This allows the bird to take on some of the most dangerous reptiles on the savanna without fear. The secretary bird's hunting style is all about persistence and power. It doesn't rely on stealth like the serval. Instead, it marches across its territory at a steady pace, covering miles of ground every day. It uses its sharp eyes to scan the grass for any sign of movement. When it spots something, it might quicken its pace, chasing the prey down on foot. It can run surprisingly fast when it needs to. Its main tactic, however, is to flush animals out of hiding. It will stamp its feet on the ground, causing vibrations that scare insects, rodents, and lizards out from their hiding places, right into the open where the bird can strike. This bird is also incredibly brave. It is famous for hunting snakes, including highly venomous ones like cobras and puff adders. When facing a dangerous snake, the secretary bird is a master strategist. It will use its huge wings like a shield, spreading them out to confuse the snake and protect its body. It will dance around the snake, staying just out of striking range, waiting for the perfect moment. Then, with incredible speed, it will deliver a series of powerful kicks and stomps to the snake's head and neck. It will also grab the snake and throw it into the air, stunning it when it hits the ground. It is a true gladiatorial battle. While it is a formidable ground hunter, we can't forget that the secretary bird is still a bird of prey. It has a strong, hooked beak, perfect for tearing its food apart once it has been killed. And although it spends most of its time on the ground, it is a capable flyer. It soars with great elegance, often circling high above its territory. However, flight is usually reserved for traveling long distances or returning to its treetop nest, not for hunting. It has chosen to own the ground, to be the walking, kicking king of the savanna, a truly unique and powerful predator. The serval's entire hunting strategy is built around the element of surprise. It is a patient hunter, willing to wait motionless for minutes on end, listening intently for the perfect opportunity. Its world is one of sound and silence. The rustle of a vole in the undergrowth, the chirp of a fledgling bird, or the scuttling of a beetle are all signals that it can lock on to. Once it has a target, it moves with ghost-like quietness. It uses every blade of grass and every shadow as cover, getting as close as possible before its final explosive attack. The prey often has no idea the serval is there until it is far too late. The serval's preferred meals are small and quick. It is an expert at catching rodents, which make up the bulk of its diet. It will listen for them, scurrying in their tunnels, and then pounce with pinpoint accuracy, breaking through the thin layer of soil to grab them. It's also a fantastic bird catcher. It might stalk a flock of small birds, feeding on the ground, creeping closer and closer until it can launch itself into the air in a spectacular leap, batting them out of the sky with its paws. Frogs, lizards, and even large insects like grasshoppers are also on the menu. The serval is an opportunist, and its agility allows it to take advantage of almost any small creature it comes across. The secretary bird, on the other hand, hunts in broad daylight out in the open. Its strategy is not about surprise, but about actively searching and overpowering its prey. It marches across the plains like a soldier on patrol, its head held high as it scans the ground. It covers a lot of ground, systematically quartering its territory. This constant movement and its deliberate stomping are designed to disturb any creatures hiding in the grass. A grasshopper that leaps to escape, a lizard that scurries for cover, or a mouse that breaks from its hiding spot is immediately spotted by the bird's keen eyes. The secretary bird's diet is just as varied as the serval's, but it often includes tougher and more dangerous prey. Its powerful kicks make it one of the few animals that regularly preys on venomous snakes. It also eats lizards, amphibians, large insects, and the eggs and chicks of ground-nesting birds. It will even take on small mammals like mongooses or hares, chasing them down and dispatching them with a swift kick. Anything it can overpower on the ground is fair game. This makes the secretary bird a vital controller of reptile and rodent populations, a true enforcer on the savanna floor. So, what would happen if these two expert hunters were to cross paths? Imagine a hot afternoon on the savanna. A serval is silently stalking through the tall grass, its ears twitching, focused on the scent of a cane rat. At the same time, a secretary bird is marching through the same patch of grassland, its sharp eyes scanning for movement. Suddenly they see each other. The serval freezes instantly, its spotted coat making it almost invisible. The secretary bird stops its march, raises its head and stares intently at the spot where it saw a flicker of movement. A tense standoff begins. The serval's instinct is to rely on stealth and avoid confrontation. It's a solitary hunter and knows that an injury could be a death sentence. It wouldn't be able to hunt effectively, and it would become vulnerable to other predators. The secretary bird, however, is bold and confident. It might see the serval as a potential rival for food. It could fluff up its feathers and raise its head crest, making itself look even bigger and more intimidating. It might even take a few slow, deliberate steps toward the cat, a clear challenge to this intruder in its territory. It's a high-stakes moment where both animals must size each other up. If a fight were to happen, it would be a fascinating clash of styles. The serval would rely on its speed and agility. It might try to dart in with a quick swipe of its sharp claws and then leap away before the bird could react. Its best chance would be to use its incredible jumping ability to get above the bird, potentially targeting its neck or back. The secretary bird, however, would use its height and power. It would keep its distance, using its long legs to deliver powerful, lightning-fast kicks. It could also use its large wings as a shield, blocking any attack from the agile cat while looking for an opening to strike. But in the real world, a direct fight between a serval and a secretary bird would be extremely rare. Nature isn't like a movie. Survival is the ultimate prize, and both of these animals are survivors. They know that a pointless battle is a huge risk. The serval would most likely use its camouflage and stealth to slip away unnoticed, choosing to find an easier meal elsewhere. The secretary bird, having asserted its dominance, would likely go back to its patrol. They are both top predators, but they are smart enough to know that the savanna is big enough for both of them. Avoiding conflict is the wisest strategy. Both the serval and the secretary bird play a hugely important role in their environment. They are not just hunters, they are guardians of the grasslands. By hunting a wide variety of small animals, they help to keep the ecosystem in balance. Imagine a world without them. The populations of rodents, insects, and snakes could explode. An overabundance of rodents could strip the grasslands of their seeds and roots, damaging the vegetation that so many other animals rely on. Too many insects could devastate plant life, affecting everything up the food chain. These predators act as nature's pest control service. The serval, with its focus on rodents, is particularly vital. It helps to prevent plagues of mice and rats that could not only damage the environment but also spread disease. By keeping these small mammal populations in check, the serval ensures that the grasslands remain healthy and stable for everyone, from the tiniest insects to the largest herds of wildebeest. Every vole or mouse it catches is a small but crucial action that helps maintain the delicate web of life. The serval's silent hunt is a fundamental service to the entire savanna community, proving that even smaller predators have a massive impact. Similarly, the secretary bird's role as a snake hunter is incredibly important. Venomous snakes are formidable predators themselves, but their numbers need to be controlled. The secretary bird is one of the few animals brave and skilled enough to do this job. By keeping snake populations in balance, it makes the savanna a safer place for many other animals. Its varied diet means it helps manage a wide range of species, ensuring that no single group becomes too dominant. Its daily march is a patrol that maintains order and health across its vast territory, making it a true keystone species. The serval and the secretary bird are perfect examples of nature's genius. They show us that there's more than one way to be a successful predator. One is a master of stealth and sound, a specialist in lightning-fast surprise. The other is a powerful and fearless warrior, a master of open-ground combat. They are rivals, but they are also partners in the great task of maintaining a healthy ecosystem. Their presence is a sign of a thriving savanna. They remind us that every creature, no matter its size or style, has a vital part to play in the grand, mysterious, and beautiful story of life on our